Woo! What's up, man? It's finally here. What's up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at y'all with another episode. Excuse me, drop it down to Mr. Dugas. And tonight, man, I'm going to take a look ahead. Eagles training camp gets underway tomorrow. Teams, all veterans and rookies and everybody, will report today actually, as it's after midnight now. I'm gonna just give my thoughts on the position battles. Also, Devontae Smith makes the NFL Players Top 100, and some tough news for former Eagle Chauncey Gardner-Johnson as well. I'm gonna get into all that. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. Whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at your boy. Also, if you're a Madden player on Xbox One, I'll have my Xbox One gamer tag in the description box also. Also, man, y'all stay tuned on Sundays, 10 a.m. Central to 12 p.m. Central, Big Time Sports Talk. I co-host with host Mike the Bandit. Download the 103.3 The GOAT app. Come check your boy out, man. All right, man. Time for business. Training camp gets underway today. And I must say, it's been pretty quiet leading up to training camp. They got issues going on with other teams. The Saquon Barkley issue, with the running back issue, basically all over the NFL. And other teams just dealing with certain situations like, Dak Prescott up here talking about I ain't gonna throw 10 interceptions again. And stuff like that. Washington breaking in Eric Bieniemy, the new quarterback. It's been pretty quiet for us, yo. We just been going by business as usual. Nobody really holding out. By the grace of God, no injuries to report on as of now. Man, we just getting ready to get this thing started. The 2023 season, you could say, officially kicks off now. We got our first preseason game in 2 weeks. Looking at each position on the team, obviously we know the starting quarterback is not even up for discussion. Of course, Jalen Hurts, coming off of a big time season. What can he do for encore? Has the contract in place. Now is the time to really, it's a lot of people who still don't quite believe in him. Feel like, it was just a nice year, but now is the time where you got to start showing some consistency in that. It wasn't just a one-time thing. You here to be a top 10 to top 5 quarterback, for the next however many years. So looking forward to that. The backup quarterback position, Marcus Mariota, pretty much gonna hold that down. And it's looking like Ian Book, gonna be third string for that nature. Offensive line, we do have a position battle to keep an eye on. Jason Kelce gonna be the center. May even be a potential Hall of Famer. We know that Landon Dickerson gonna hold on one of the guard spots. We know Lane Johnson, one of the better overall linemen in the league, gonna be right tackle. Jordan Mailata gonna be that left tackle. The other guard spot, it's a battle between Cam Jurgens and Tyler Steen. Jurgens obviously has the advantage as far as being in the system, for a year, getting that tutelage under Jeff Stoutland. Though it's a different position, he's expected to be the center once Jason Kelce does officially retire. But, does he have the versatility to slide over and play guard? Where as far as Steen, he was a tackle at Alabama last year. And does he have the versatility to move inside and be a guard? Me personally, I'm just for whoever is the best man. I could care less. I just want whoever out there gonna be the better player. But it's gonna be a very interesting position battle to see. You look at tight ends, Dallas gotta go hold it down as the starting tight end. But we're gonna see, for that second spot. They even had some rumblings that we may even, hit up Arizona about Zach Ertz coming back as a number 2 tight end. I don't know about all that, but we're gonna see. Calcaterra is a guy who was a rookie last year that I expect to come in. He's very good pass catching tight end. So he's somebody that I think could do some things as far as a number 2 tight end. Wide receiver group, the top 2 are set. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. Swole Batman, Skinny Batman. Those guys were one of the better duos in the league last year. The battle is for that number three receiver. We have Quez Watkins, who started off very good, last year and in his career as an Eagle, but then, he tailed off. It started with that game in Dallas where he basically let 2 balls get ripped away from him to get intercepted. And in the Super Bowl, he had the big drop, a momentum shifting drop in the Super Bowl. We bring in Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus is somebody who's been productive with Atlanta, great speed as well. So, we're going to see. Quez, he had a lot to say in the offseason about the move and about his place on this team. Go out there and show it. I like Quez, but Quez got to get that confidence. He's a burner, and, Quez was practically our number 2 receiver, before we got, A.J. Brown in and them. So just go out there and get it done, man. But it's another interesting battle between Zacchaeus and Devontae. Well, not Devontae. Zacchaeus and Quez Watkins. Running backs, another position battle. We got 4 of them. We bring in DeAndre Swift from Detroit. We bring in Rashad Penny from Seattle. Kenneth Gainwell is back, as well as we re-signed Boston Scott. Nick Sirianni has recently come out and said that he's all for a running back by committee thing, where it ain't gonna be that one guy. Like, we ran the other guys, but we knew Miles was the lead dog in that backfield last year, where this year is looking like it's more of we're gonna ride the hot hand. I like it, especially when you got all the situation going on with all the running backs right now feeling undervalued. And I get it, but in this situation, like, we won a Super Bowl when we had LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement, that 3-headed monster out there. So this 4-headed monster gonna be something serious, especially with 2 of the guys, Swift and Rashad Penny, do having injury issues already and a reputation of being injured. So, that's an interesting position battle. Who gonna get the first snaps? But to me, I know we're gonna ride the hot hand. Some games it may be DeAndre Swift. Some games it may be Penny. Some games it may be Gainwell or Scott. We know when we play the Giants, it's most likely Scott. But that's another position battle that's interesting. Defensively, the D tackle position, with the exodus of Javon Hargrave, you got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, the 2 Georgia boys up there competing, as well as Milton Williams. Milton Williams, it's a lot of chatter about him. They had some pictures out there of him that he made a real commitment to the offseason, is getting his body right. That he's ready to really take that next step and make a lot of plays for us. You can see the potential there in him. He didn't get a lot of snaps the last couple of years, but the few snaps that he got, I feel like he made the most of them. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Milton Williams could do, as well as, of course, we all gonna have our eyes on Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis as well, to see if he has a better productive year in year 2. The rush ends, and also we got Fletcher Cox. The rush end, we bring back Brandon Graham, but Josh Sweat, will he just continue to get better and better? Hassan Reddick was outstanding last season. And then Nolan Smith, the rookie coming in, how will he adjust? How will he adapt? And how quickly can he pick up on everything? So that's going to be another interesting battle also. The inside linebackers, from all indications, is that Nakobe Dean is that guy, and he's just ready to roll. He had the green dot on his helmet, doing OTAs, which is basically the call of the defense. We know that he's very cerebral. Let's see if he could go out there and get it done. He has a very, very high ceiling. His ceiling is higher than the 2 linebackers that just left, TJ Edwards and Kazir White. But let's see him put it all together, because it's a big unknown. And Morrow on the other side looking like he's going to be the guy, but obviously there's going to be some competition there, for that number 2 inside linebacker spot. That's a position that we really going to have our eyes on all season. The cornerbacks are pretty much set. Darius Slade, James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox in the slot. Got really good depth. With Josh Jobe, who made the team last year. Greedy Williams coming in. And a guy that I'm interested to see how he does is Eli Ricks. Big time 5-star prospect coming out of high school, went to LSU. They transferred to Bama, and it was a combination of injuries and just kind of falling out of favor with Nick Saban. So, the cornerback, also Zach McPherson, who's more of like a special teams guy also. So the cornerback position is set. And the other big position battle is safety. We feel like Reed Blankenship is going to be one of the safeties. Played a lot last year, with the injury to Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who I'm going to get into a little later. He's not the most athletic, imposing guy that's going to just jump off of the screen to you. But he seems like he's always in the right place at the right time. And that's good to have somebody that's smart back there on your back end. So we looking forward to him. And obviously, with all the other safeties we have, Terrell Edmonds, who we get from Pittsburgh, who's a really good box safety. Sidney Brown, a guy that we drafted, how he's going to come in and adapt. There's talk that Keely Ringo, the rookie we got made, play some safety. We don't know. But safety is also another very, very, interesting position battle that I'm looking forward to seeing. But that's the position battles. That's the roster pretty much for you. We're gonna need some young guys to step up. Some guys like Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Milton Williams. Nakobe Dean is a guy that I feel like we are all gonna have our eye on. Not only through training camp, but also preseason going into the regular season. As when you got a guy who hasn't really played and then coming in the following years expected to be one of the leaders of the defense, you got to keep your eye on that guy and see how he does. Also, Devontae Smith, shout out to Smitty. He made the top 100. He got in there, barely, but he got in that thing. He was exactly number 100. Big time year number 2 for him, man. It didn't start off great in Detroit, but after that, he's a guy that's just constantly getting open. Is a tactician at running routes, and he to say as his small frame, he made a lot of nice contested catches last year, yo. And he was big time for us, including that Super Bowl. He had an amazing game. So I'm looking forward to seeing him continue to evolve. And his offense got to stay healthy. I know he had a little foot or ankle issue in the offseason, so hopefully come in ready to roll. But shout out to him to making that top 100. And obviously, I think we're going to see quite a bit of Eagles on this list. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Darius Slade, Bradbury. We know they all going to be on there. But also former Eagles, Miles Sanders, we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, another one, who I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And Dallas Goedert is somebody that I think that's kind of a bubble. He may not make it. But those the other guys I mentioned, I think they're locks to make this list. But shout out to Devontae Smith for making it. Also, man, to close it out, man, some tough news for former Eagle Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He left Detroit Lions walkthrough earlier yesterday or whatever with a non-contact knee injury. Now, MRI hasn't been revealed yet. We don't know the significance of it, but it doesn't look good. All indications point. And that sucks for him, yo. Obviously, as an Eagle fan, I wanted him back at the right number. It didn't work out. And he went to Detroit and ended up signing a 1-year deal. That's tough for somebody when they're on a 1-year prove-it deal and then they get injured. Hopefully for him, it's not season ending, that he can come back at some point, that is maybe, it looks worse than what it is type of ordeal. But, it's a big situation for him, man. This is his money year. Hopefully he get it together, and get healthy and be able to play for them. But, I'm happy with the safeties we have. We're going to see how they do. Gotta come out there and make plays, yo. Make plays. There's talent there, but just gotta come out and make plays. But tough break for Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Hate to see that for anybody, But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all tonight. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles fly.